Hi everybody, my name is Angel from Have Faith, Let It Begin. We're about to start in just under 40 seconds. So make sure you subscribe and you always send your notifications out to all your friends and share it with you, because we're going to go live in just a few seconds. Stay tuned.
Ten seconds to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith's being tested.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hey, this is Freddie, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Angela, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin on this Wednesday, May 6th, 2020. Let me adjust my microphone, it almost fell off there. Folks, I just want to welcome each and every one of you to another live edition as Have Faith, Let It Begin continues its journey. Well, we've had a lot of feedback, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. There's been some tremendous feedback over these last couple of episodes, and I thank you for that. And because of that, we're going to continue on a different type of path, but yet keeping it pretty much somewhat deep to a certain extent. So with that being said, let's start with today's episode, Don't Change Who You Are. You know, when I was in my mid-20s, I lost my job with the company that transferred me to Providence, Rhode Island, and I decided to venture out and look for something new. I got myself involved in a mortgage company, and they had sought me out to run their call center and help out and assist their current call center manager. I joined the force, and it was really, really productive, and things started to get better each and every single day. Production had gone up, and they were very happy with me and the staff. Eventually, things had turned sour. The production started to drop. It stayed steady, so I don't want to say it was dropping to below average. It was, I would say, just above average. But as you know, some businesses make changes really quick. And one day I was sitting at home, and I said to myself, wow, I don't know what I'm going to do at this point with all different types of things that are going on. And I noticed that, my days off were coming up. I had put in some time off requests. So as I was on my mini vacation, I got word that the vice president wanted to meet with me. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm about to get let go yet again. Maybe they're doing cuts. So I showed up to the office and was informed that my current manager, who I was under, was let go. And that they were going to make me the brand new branch manager to the call center. I was excited, I'm not going to lie, but at the same token, I was very hurt for him because he had built this from the ground up. But I felt that at this point in time, the way it was described to me, that this was something that they were in the works, and this is what the direction that they were going into. So I had nothing else other than to move forward. As we started to progress and things started to get even better with the call center, money started to come in. I was given a lot more opportunity. I was given a lot more money, and it started to change me. I didn't know it until somebody pulled me aside and said, you're acting like a real jerk, which I'd never actually been told that before. I've never been pulled aside and said, you're acting, you're not yourself. Usually I get pulled over, I get pulled aside and I get told, why are you always so happy? Why are you always so this? This time, it was the first time I'd heard somebody say to me, you are acting like a jerk. You are drinking. You are doing things that are just not of your character. And it really hurt me. But it made me take a step back. And it made me realize that I had changed. I had become somebody that I didn't want to be. I'd become like my managers, who were all eventually cutthroat people. They were, and not myself, but they were, which I found out later, were into drugs. And thankfully, thanks to God, I never experimented in that field and never got myself to that point. I never saw it, to be very honest with you, and I'm grateful that it was never in my direction. It was never presented to me and never offered to me. I can tell you with confidence that I would have easily said no because of the way I was raised. But given the fact that I was told that I had changed, that I'd become somebody that was different, I started to wonder, what if that type of character that changed would have been tolerant enough to say, you know what, let me venture and try this. But thankfully and gratefully, that never happened. Money changed me. Friendship and words brought me back to earth. One word, it's more like 2 words, but acting and jerk. Acting like a jerk. It changed me. And it woke me up. And it put me back to where I needed to be. At one point or another, we have all been in a situation where we've been dealt with peer pressure. We've been dealt with scenarios, doors, if you may, that we have to choose to take. Some of us choose those doors, others don't. Some walk away from the doors. Some break doors down. One thing is for sure, none of us should change who we are. It's okay to adapt. It's okay to be with somebody in a relationship that maybe has changed you for the better. Or you have made that person a better person when they're with you. But you should never change or alter who you are. God made you for a reason. God created us in His image. Many of us would battle back and say, well, this person was always a jerk, so you're telling him that he should never change who he is. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we have all grown up at one point or another happy. We've grown up. We've learned from rights and wrongs. We've chosen between right and wrong. But I believe deep down inside, we all know when we're doing something that we shouldn't. We all know deep down inside when we need to follow the right path. When I first started dating my wife, she used to tell me, boy, you're a straight arrow person. And by that time, I was not offended. I think maybe if she had said that to me in my early 20s, I probably would have been like, really? Okay, well, peace. But it didn't offend me because I knew I was a straight arrow person. I knew that's who I was. So it's funny Her telling me that was a compliment to me. It wasn't like she said, "You're acting like a jerk." But I remember my wedding vows, and I remember my wife telling me she loves me because of who she is when she's around me. We have influence on other people. We have the ability to be a vessel, an instrument of God. We have the opportunity to be who we've been made to be, who we've been created to be, and to help change the world. Some of us have written to me and said, "I've acted so much different now that I've listened to this show. I've become a different person." Well, in my opinion, you haven't become a different person. You have found who you really are. So embrace it. Enjoy it. Ride the wave. And know that with God and through God, everything is possible. So as you journey out today onto your workplace, or if you're coming home, or you're taking a walk with your children or loved ones, know that every step you take, every move you make, you have the choice to do it in the greatest light, the greatest joy, the greatest gift that has been given to us. And that's love. That's friendliness. That's being who you are, God's children. Remember that today. And never forget to have faith. Let it begin. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.